Why does Hoyo make us care about these non-animate objects and characters and animals and then murder them in front of our own eyes in a selfless sacrifice? Look at Paimon swimming. But also, what's a tiny baby little ocean doing here?
Ah, you there. You look most reliable, good night. Please help us.
We certainly do look like we're reliable, I guess, because I solve everyone's problems.
The evil minions of the fell dragon Narcissus have surrounded Petite Chu. We must help her. Petite Chu?
Narcissus? Yeah, forget the name. Just lead the way. Oh, you're so cute!
Thank you. My name is Anne, a member of Narzissenkreuz venture team. Please come with me.
Okay.
What's a Narzissenkreuz venture team anyway?
Oh, where are we going?
Well, after the Narzissenkreuz kingdom was conquered by Narcissus, we banded together to Princess Lyris reclaim the realm. That's the basic answer anyway. That doesn't sound basic at all. We'll have to talk about that later. We've got people to save first. That's right. Come with me this way.
Where are we going? Who's Petite Chu? Who is the petite little one? Who's the small baby? Where am I going? Oh, there's a waypoint. So that's good. Where's Petite Chu? Oh, no, I can't get the teleport. Oh. Oh. Was that a bird?
Is that the Petite Chu you were referring to, Anne? That's right. Please help her.
Mwahaha! I have you now, Petite Chu of the Narzissenkreuz Evento team.
If you don't leave, I'm gonna get serious.
Ugh! I don't know what voice I was supposed to give you. Wait, where do I go? Oh, we fighting. Yes, let me use a Lan who is absolutely useless against water Quitos.
Lay waste to the wicked.
It's okay. The Wook will protect you. Ah! I'm saved.
Oh, you're so cute! Wait! I love Cho! I love Petite Cho! Look at him! He's so cute!
I'm saved. Wait, so Petite Cho is a finch? Petite Cho is Petite Cho. Regardless, it's good that you're well, Petite Cho. Now let me introduce these two.
Actually, I haven't yet asked you two your names. I'm the Traveler.
And Paimon's Paimon! Thank you, Night Traveler and Squire Paimon.
Squire? Squire Paimon attend to my weapons. She's not my squire, we're companions! Although I have indeed considered getting a squire in the past.
Do you really want one? Seems like this journey has been pretty tough for you, huh? I see. My apologies, Paimon. I'm Petite Chu, member of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team. If not for your help, I might have... Well, Narzissenkreuz has grinded his subordinates with the aegis of 4 orphans, so our powers are unable to overcome them. That's how it is. But with you and our companions on our side, good night, we shall have nothing to fear. The princess will be pleased! One moment! Who's this princess again? Also, what's this adventure team of yours? What's going on with this Narcissus? Well, this is how things went. A long time ago, there was a kingdom of unparalleled gladness. The children and Princess Lyris lived happily together here. But later, the kingdom fell to the predations of Narcissus, a fell dragon who had designs of the princess and her treasures.
I don't know if this is the story for Narcissus, or if this is supposed to tie into Elenus or not. But we'll find out.
Princess Lyris hid herself away in a high tower and entered deep slumber. That's why we now name the kingdom Anapausis? Anapausis. Narcissus filled Anapausis with bitter waters. That which we defeated was an evil being born from those waters, an entity that opposes the Reconquista. At that time, we attempted to infiltrate this place and rescue the princess while the dragon was absent. However, we went into many great foes, and ultimately, we failed. But now that we have you and Paimon on our side, Traveler, we have nothing to fear. Moreover, we have a princess, a kingdom, a wicked dragon, tradition, and the stories dictate that we must also have a knight. Yes, a mighty and righteous knight just like you, Traveler. Stories? Paimon's not sure what you're going on about, but if it's the dragons you want, Traveler's beaten them before. Really? You have? More than once, in fact. And also, we're friends with one. Really? You're so strong. It is our great fortune to have met you, good knight traveler. It seems that the time has come at last for the Reconquista. The Narzissenkreuz adventure team shall reclaim the realm and rescue Princess Lywis. Come on, Petito. Do as we planned. First, let's get rid of all this foul water. I'll do my best. Huh? Alrighty. Oh. 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 What happened? Is that an ocean? All this water! Is this some kind of an ocean in magic? The defense power has weakened. There will also be less obstacles for us to fight from here on out. This is so tiring. And, Traveler, let's go help my brother Al. Your brother? Is he another character? Well, Petito and I can't be the only members of the team. We don't quite think that highly of ourselves. We certainly aren't as strong as you or Paimon. Al covered our escape when we retreated. Now that Narcissus' power is waning, let's go help him. Well then, let's go! Oh, no, the dead fish! This water bubble's such a problem. Oh. No, I wanted fish. Thank you. What do I need to do? Oh. Uh-huh. What did that do? So I can just like TP and stuff? What? Uh-huh. Oh, so if it shoots me, then it just teleports me back, right? Yes, okay. Okay. So I need it to not shoot me. I need it to not shoot me. Can I pick this up? Oh, no, I hit it. Okay. This reminds me of the time you became a night traveler after fighting all the things. Ooh, to beseech their aid. What was that again? Paimon recalls that we destroyed something inside the temple to decrease the dragon's power. I see. So the temple's in name, but the dens of evil and truth. There were 4 temples of the 4 winds, or just one. There were 3, actually. Ah, why were there only 3? That's right. Why 3? It's been quite a while. There must have been a reason. Paimon just doesn't remember it. That does make sense. The trivial matters of not being able to read the book is really annoying. I should switch out Yelan, huh? This is a Hydro character.
Surprise!
Yuvi and Yelan are both not going to be able to do anything. Please.
Lay waste to the wicked!
There you go. Ow, you're safe. I was so worried. Ah, my dear Petito. And you too, Anne. We meet again at last. In those darkest of days, I thought of you and drew the strength to fight on from those thoughts. Thank you, noble warriors. You who have come forth to uphold the cause of justice. Why, I had arms as slender as yours, I would tip my hat to honor you. There's no need to be so prim and proper.
Anne introduces you and Paimon to Al and explains what happens previously.
But why is a Finch older brother a duck? Why? A duck, you say? Are such definitions important? I have supple body, an iron will, and webbed feet which to tread water. Of these I am proud, and that is enough. And Petite Show is Petite Show. The sphere of the shape is closest to perfection, and the most complicated of all shapes. I am most proud of my sister. Seriously, brother, what are you talking about? Actually, Traveler, what is Al talking about?
He means that we shouldn't dwell too much on these details because the Genshin writers did not have an answer for this.
We members of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team are disparate indeed, but we have one goal. We shall save Princess Lyris, and we shall defeat the fell dragon Narcissus.
This seems very fairy tale-like, and I'm not sure where this is going. There's like a dragon and a knight and all that.
Well said. The person I am now knows only that the one who stands before me is a noble and valiant knight who possesses the iron that needed to defeat Narcissus. That is enough for me. Usually, the mightier the will, the larger the form needed for his vessel, as is the case of Narcissus. This knight's stature is much like mine, and yet... Ah! Seriously? The first and last thing Paimon understood here was Narcissus. You're always going about Narcissus this, and Narcissus that, but what is it really? Look up above Princess Lyris' tower. That's Narcissus.
That's an Oceanid, my guy. Are Oceanids dragons? Is that the lore that we're getting now?
Huh? That wasn't there before the water rose.
Good golly gosh, the fell dragon Narcissus!
Wait a minute! That's an Oceanid no matter how you look at it, not a dragon!
But that's the fell dragon, Narcissus.
The dragon who invaded the Narzissenkreuz kingdom. And its wings are huge and frightening. But it's an Oceanid, isn't it? Well, Traveler and Paimon, you've seen much. What then should a dragon look like? Well, if you're talking about dragons we fought before, they'd be...
I feel like Apep is probably the closest thing. Like, Mondstadt's Zavalin is more like Western mythology kind of thing. I mean, if we're going with the European knights and, like, the, slaying the dragon, it's probably closest to Zavalin.
What? Dvalin's a whole different story from the Oceanids. Dvalin's super blue, his wings are huge, and he can fly! What? That's exactly like the fell dragon. No. We've definitely met other dragons before.
Oh, we get to choose all of them. Like Ajdaha, who's literally a frog rock, but sure.
Who, became the embodiment of a primal energy of Leah's enemy? I see. So was being evil as Narcissus then? No, not at all! And how are they different? Narcissus represents the primordial regression and aggregation, and is our foe. Well, but Ajdaha's from Leah. That's a huge difference, right? No. We've definitely met other dragons before.
I guess like Sumeru's Apep.
A being whose true form cannot be grasped by humanity and who can summon all manner of servants. That does quite sound like Narcissus. Inscrutable and the master of many servants. That must be a grueling battle. Very impressive. I'm starting to get confused about what counts as a dragon.
Categories are just a social construct. There is no objective meaning.
Come on, that can't be right. How would we be able to communicate and understand the world otherwise?
You don't need to categorize everything in order to understand things.
I agree with the knight here. Our category should not define our essence. Our purpose defines our essence. At this time, we are the heroes challenging the wicked dragon, and he is the wicked dragon. This is sufficient. Huh. This might be what Al means when he says, a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet.
I have said this quote so many times. Okay, so we're going Shakespeare now, huh, Petite Show?
That is precisely the case, dear Petite Show. Were you not called Petite Show? you would still be my dearest younger sister. So, as long as that tower your princess sleeps in, the one lurking atop the tower is the fell dragon Narcissus. Is that right? No, I fear, as we stated previously, he is not here now, which is why we were able to win our way here so easily. That up there is the dragon's hatred made manifest. That's so complicated! Can't it just be an ordinary statue? Like, you know, Narcissus commanding his underlings to make an image of him in the highest tower so as to show off his greatness and force all the people in the land to look up on him. Or something. Well, you actually make a reasonable point, Paimon. But if that were the case, then we would still have to be able to see it, even before Petit Show made the foul water disappear, right? But instead, Narcissus' evil has melded with the waters, which is why his wicked intent crystallized in that image once the waters were drained. Is that seriously how it happened? The fell dragon is truly terrifying. My talons hurt just looking at him. Well, we have our night traveler, so we should be fine. Even if he is present, yes? It's just a little dragon. He's just a little baby. That's our traveler for you. Let's move on then. With you by our side, we have nothing to fear. Jack! Thank goodness you're safe. As I thought. You were the ones who emptied the water out. Excellent, excellent. And I have hands like yours, yellow and white ones. I would be applauding already. Dear friend, please show some respect. Petite Show is doing her best. You are right, I suppose. She has done nothing wrong, ultimately. Forget it. The yellow and white ones here. Who are they? Yellow and... What? You mean us? And who else would I mean? Does Petite Show look yellower to you? Or does Anne? Stupid. Hey! You blue frog! Alright. Paimon, please don't be angry. Jack, this is Night Traveler and Paimon. A knight, you say? Then I suppose this Paimon is the squire? No! Come on! Why does everyone call Paimon that? Paimon is no squire. Paimon is a bard whose task is to record my adventures. Paimon's my companion. I see. And you're not some minor feudal warrior. Not in the usual sense, anyway. Are you then some... honorary knight? One with a title that counts with being a little benefit? Yeah. They don't pay me enough in the Knights of Favonius, apparently. Well, Traveler is an honorary knight, but he got an mod stat for heroically doing battle with Storm Terror. Even then, it's literally just a title. I'm not even part of it. They don't pay me anything. We're poor. Like, we need money. Like, then you are dutiful, capable warrior. Very good. In that case, welcome to Orchestra Jacques. Orchestra? Wonderful! I am, in fact, a master of musicianship. The name is merely an analogy, for we weave the resistance like an orchestra in our struggle against the Narcissus as we seek to rescue Miss Lyris. You mean Princess Lyris? That's right! Isn't Lyris a princess? Well, in both terms refer to the same person, but leaving aside, we should... Listen well, the title princess is a rigid hierarchical term of address and the product of an oppressive system. It was a title whose merits is birth, not labor or wisdom. I'm Jacques. Here we go again. If the universe was a more rational one, there would be no gods, no kings, and entirely no princes or princesses, nor would there be any mystical powers that only few may wield. Do you follow me thus far? This rabbit hole's not for me. Okay, it's giving Alice in Wonderland. Something's triggering the Alice in Wonderland theory in me, and I don't know what it is right now. There will always be those who desire special privileges. And this is why, children, we eat the rich. This sounds really deep, but it's also confusing for Paimon. But not doing anything all day, we'll be able to enjoy sweet, delicious madames is pretty nice. Is there anything wrong with that? See, if there was some who reap the benefits despite doing no labor, then there must be some who shall have to do more to compensate. Like me! Thanks a lot, Traveler, and... Sorry? Paimon promises that she'll eat less in the future. Honest! It has been a very interesting conversation, but please allow me to interject. Dear Jacques, good night. May we now begin discussing our next course of action in our rescue for Princess Lyris? Silencing voices you do not want to hear, I see. Oh, traveler, come see the repression inherent in the system. Help, help, Al's repressing me. Ah, Jacques, you? Al isn't doing that. He's a good person. He wouldn't bully you. Oh, dear sister, please do not lose your temper over this. You have more to say, Jacques. Why don't we find a corner and settle this like real gentlemen? Stop squabbling. We all have the same goal. I guess I'm also rescuing Princess Lyris here. Please, everyone, aren't we comrades? We've all gathered here to rescue Princess or Miss Lyris after all. I love this illusion of parallel sides, but like, We count as such, I suppose. We shall cooperate. Even though my final goal is to create a more beautiful world for Miss Lyris. Let us shake hands then, comrades. You have wings, I have webbed feet. If you think these apt replacements for hands, then we shall do so, comrade. Jacques and I'll shake hands. Awkwardly. If nothing else, they extend their wings and webbed foot and tap them together. Close enough. It's strange that they say comrades, but also like, comrades makes me think of child, and then that makes me think of Snezhnaya, which makes me think Fatui. But I highly doubt that they're like previously Fatui soldiers or something like that. Please, get along with him, Al. Of course, dear sister, do not worry. We are united in one cause. All right, now that the problem is solved. Ha! Problem? This is but the manifestation of a deeper issue. Jacques, please. No. Let Jacques cook. Let Jacques cook, okay? I want to hear more of this. Let him cook. Okay, so what do we do next, Dan? Oh, right. I almost forgot that we were here to save the princess. Why, I was starting to think that I'd be brought in such capable help along, just to let them listen to two boys squabble. As for the situation, ask Al and Jacques to explain. I need a moment to cool off. Anne's having a tough time too, huh? Oh, bye, Anne. Oh, she looks so sullen. Okay. I guess I talked to Jacques and everyone. Hey, buddy. Y'all doing good? What does Petit Show say? Or does it enter for everyone? Jacques! You... Paimon, don't. Knock it off, or we're gonna start this all over again. Paimon knows. Anne told us that you could explain the situation. Allow me to speak first then, Honored Knight Paimon. Concerning the tower before us, Narcissus may be unable to overcome it. As such, the princess is still safe. At that time, when all seemed lost, the princess gave her greatest treasure to us, and that was the time that belonged to her. Huh? She gave you her what now? Time, you say? Okay. We know that the chasm and the crystals and in Dragonspine and the Melazines are connected to this, and now there's time paradoxes involved. Everything's connected. After she lost that time, Princess and the tower she dwells in both fell into a stagnant dreamless slumber. In remembrance of her, we named our fallen realm the Anaposis. And what does that mean? Because it has completely stagnated, Narcissus has also been unable to taint anything within. That's more or less the situation. What do you mean, more or less the situation? Firstly, how would someone give anyone else their time? I give everyone else my time. I don't know what you're talking about. You give time by being with other people. You give time by working on things for them. You can give time to people. But it's true. Princess Lyris did share her time with us. Narcissus would be constantly plot to invade, but the time she gave us, we became far stronger. For example, my brother Al can usually only defeat one foe at once, but with more time, he can vanquish 4 or even 5 at once. A more vivid example. Thank you for your explanation, dear Petit Show. Well, I hope you understand now, Travel and Paimon.
Yeah, sure. That close enough.
What did you even understand?
There's too much oddity at play here. Let's just leave it aside for now.
Alright then. Paimon totally gets it too!
Narcissus has spent long years since searching for the princess's treasure. Only its power can cause time in the tower to flow again, and only then will its locked gates open. Thus he summoned waters of brimming with wicked intent to drown the kingdom, and created underlings unnumbered and many magical devices besides. All this was done to hunt out the Narzissenkreuz adventure team members down and seize the treasure that would have been in our hands.
Wait. Should have? Before we had an older brother, nay. In terrifying days he took that treasure and fled alongside us. But he dissolved into waters while covering us.
I miss him so much.
We were very good friends. I hate the dragon, even though I know that these feelings are not good, but I miss Nay. He was like my real brother, just like Al.
We're sorry for your loss.
But if that's the case, how are we supposed to save Princess Lyris? The treasure was sealed in the tower and only can be opened again with said treasure.
Oh my god, I can't pronounce anything. Well, when they, how do I put this? While they were consolidating our rear lines, we of Orchestra Jacques obtained some key intelligence that has allowed us to ascertain a treasure's location.
Really? You have?
Of course, it is right here.
Huh? In the sky? As in, the water in the sky?
Before Nay dissolved, he used the last of his strength to purify a patch of water in the firmament. It was there that he hid the treasure. What irony. It seems that Narcissus has gotten too used to looking down upon the citizenry below, and has not been the habit of looking up. And there, the treasure has been hidden all along.
I see. Well, it does sound something like Nay would come up with.
How do we get there, though? Besides swimming, and or venting, and or scaramouching?
Could Petite and Al take us up there?
Very imaginative idea, but unfortunately, impractical.
If we go up there, we should find a small fountain full of
What do you mean, if we go up there, we should find a small fountain full of magic? You mean like the chasm? Like, the chasm, small fountain upside down full of magic water thingy. Options may open up to us so we reach it.
Are you feeling better now, Anne?
Thank you, Paimon. But you need not worry. We must destroy the 3 bubble formations set up by Narcissus before we head up.
And what exactly are those?
They're underhanded contraptions powered by the hydrograna that can bombard intruders from a great distance. Perhaps you might have already seen one on the way here. Anne speaks true. The road ahead will be vastly more perilous if we do not first destroy these formations. Kate should have been in charge of eliminating them before we attacked, but it seems like he may have been smashed into sea foam already.
Don't say that! We should be hoping he made it. He's our comrade in the end, isn't he?
In that case, our next task is the destruction of the bubble formations. After that, let's go to the small fountain and see what we can find there.
In that case, leave it to Traveler. From what Petite Show and Al have said, it seems only his attacks will work. Oh. Paimon didn't mean to put you down. You guys have been fighting Narcissus and trying to save Princess Lyris for so long. But just leave this bit to Traveler, alright?
That's right, leave it to me. I guess. I'd like to see where this story goes, too. You have my thanks.
Alright, in that case, let me lead the way. Well, I guess we won't need to be worrying about this mysterious bubble cannon anymore.
Well done, soldiers. Assemble! Huh? Who's that?
Huh? Where's that voice coming from? Does soldiers refer to us? Wonderful. It seems like Colonel Kate is still here. Let's go meet up with him.
Kate's a squirrel? And you look good. That's good. These 2 are reinforcements, yes?
Yeah, they are.
False! I do not know these soldiers' names. That's not Southern, I'm sorry. Amidst cruel battle, anyone can be turned into ruptured bubbles and scattered foam at any time. Knowing these names of the troops will only cast a shadow upon our final victory.
Huh?
I just need to know one thing. Are they the reinforcements you sought?
Yeah, but...
Very good. Fresh hands will help us continue our suppression of the 2 remaining bubble formations.
About that bubble formation...
Next time, soldier, you give a report first before asking questions. Yes, the formations are places of unparalleled peril, not to mention these 3 mighty subordinates that Narcissus has placed within them.
Well, about that, we've actually cleared all the formations.
What? Why didn't you say so earlier?
We've been trying to tell you, but you haven't been listening.
Well then, it's good to see that everyone's so well. So, and who are these people again? I'm Traveler, and this is Paimon. Traveler, Paimon, Pleased to make your acquaintance. It's a pleasure to have new blood like you in Kate's resistance front. Let us fight for Princess Lyris and the Reconquista.
Kate? Resistance front, huh? Are you guys the same thing as the Narzissenkreuz adventure team? Let me think. We are now the same thing is how I put it.
This is written like badly written fanfiction. It's just like, oh, this now happens. Indeed, we have the same objective and plan of action. It's only because I have more combat experience I'm a colonel in my own force. Where's the rest of your team? They're all dead. We charged bravely into the bubble formation, and everyone died.
Yeah, and where's your team?
Died. I don't know what to tell you. We charged bravely into the bubble formation. As for the rest, please... Oh, they actually died. Wait, I was joking. I'm sorry, Kate. No. I'm so sorry. I was making a funny haha joke. No. I'm so sorry. As for the rest, please don't ask. The funny haha joke turned out to be true. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Guys.
Looks like Colonel Kate's got some problems too. Well, he's up against that immense firepower, or should I say water power. What's next for you?
I plan on going behind enemy lines to see what can be done there. After all, it'll be quite easy to go up there now that the bubble formation has been broken. I mean, I can't lose to some new recruit, can I? This isn't a competition. Don't die, please. Regardless, I shall return to where the sun sinks into the sea. Victory in hand. Let us meet again before the high tower. Colonel Kate bounces away.
Wait! There's neither sun nor sea here! Since the bubble formations are gone, let's head to the little fountain. It's just over there.
Just over where? You mean... Isn't that one of those teleport things that's in Enkanomiya? There's a boar!
Hello!
Your name's Mori! Mori, no!
Huh?
Woof woof bad people? Woof woof bad people. Oh. Oh! No! Mori bad!
Why is he attacking us?
Here.
Bad! Bad Mori! Bad Mori! Why is there a person there? Wait. Okay, I'm gonna leave that boar there. That's a whole person! Who are you? Yeah, boss music, whatever. Who is this person? Why is there a full grown woman here? Use force to clear up any Why are you back? Stop. Out. Why is this person just watching and not helping me?
Silly dog, Mori, bad. They're good people.
What? Wolf, understood? Give paw?
Huh, you really are a dog. Boar, thing.
You and Paimon shake hands with Mori. It's a slippery experience as one might expect of a dog made out of water.
Great, now we're all introduced. Don't attack them, okay, Mori?
Ah, so you're a dog. This makes so much sense.
Does Didn't Al say that? What? Don't you go believing that purpose-defined essence nonsense? Even if you do it, I won't. But that's what Mori is, though. A silly dog. Whatever! If an oceanid can be an evil dragon, then a forest boar can be a dog. Alright! I'm a silly dog, yes, Wolf. And you've been a good boy, haven't you, guarding this place? So, is Mori a member of your team? No, I mean, Mori is a dog. Yes, but is Mori part of your... The dogs can be part of a team. But a duck, a frog, a finch, and a squirrel can join, so why can't a dog? Mori is Mori. Must protect the princess. A long, long time ago, Mori played here with the princess, Al, Petit, Chaunet, and Jacques. These all used to be people, didn't they? But the air and water were later filled with the scent of evil, and everyone left. Only the princess remains, so I must protect her. So, that's Princess Lyris. Right! It was mentioned earlier that the princess lost her treasure, which is why everything stagnated. So, this is where it was. Isn't the princess in the tower, though? That's right. That's only a statue of her. Seriously? Another? Looks like it, but not really? Woof woof, not the princess? Nope. Princess Lyris is in her tower. There are 2 princesses? No. You're a idiot. This one's not real. Woof woof, not the princess. Well, try giving it a sniff. Woof woof, not the princess. Told you so. Well, it's an understandable mistake, I guess. In this Anaposis, a boar is a dog, an oceanid's an evil dragon, and the evil dragon turned out to be a statue! And the squirrel's a colonel, and the duck and the finch are siblings. Exactly! Ugh! Paimon can feel her sense of what's real or not slipping away the longer we stay here. Well, let's not sweat the small stuff, alright? Anne is the writer of the story, because there is no way you're giving me this line, and she's the one being like, oh yeah, I guess this happens. Like, there's no way she's not this. She is the writer of this whatever story that's happening right now. Okay, Mori, be a good doggy and descend the tower, then meet up with everyone, okay? Okay, what about you, Anne? Well, me? Well, I'm going up with Traveler and the Paimon to reclaim the princess's treasure. I see. Okay, bye-bye. Bye, Mori. Alright then, what do we do now? Use these bubbles. The princess would make these back in the day when she would play with us. We fly up high indeed. We fly around in those bubbles, touring the realm. That sounds like the trick those Hydro Abyss mages pull, and everything is connected to Conria! Hey, don't say that about the princess's magic! Unless... Whatever the case, we need to sit in the bubble and to take us up there, right? That's right. In the meantime, I'll do my best to control the bubble's direction. Why do you get to control the bubble's direction, huh? Why is everything you... Why are you the main character now, huh? Why do you get to be... Are you writing this story? Are you, the princess, actually? Maybe you're, like, maybe this is just a manifestation of you in another form, but the princess in the castle is just you, but, like, I don't know, asleep? You're, like, imagining all this stuff, huh? My brain hurts. Because if this is the princess, right, and she's a human, huh? Maybe this thing is like a manifestation of the human. My brain hurts. Oh, we're flying! Ah, the kingdom sure does look deserted from up here. Yeah, it looks like in Kanomiya, and I don't like it. Of course, it's been ruled by the Narzissenkreuz for many years, and he's just the worst. His underlings steal snacks from children, burst balloons, and scream and shout all the time. So it's Ito. Well, they do sound bad, but not the way Paimon was expecting. You mean that bad people aren't just like that, right? Well, if they were, the world would be a much better place.
It's giving chasm. Oh, where am I going?
Were we just flying up into the sky into a bubble? Yes, we were. Keep going up and up and up until we crashed headfirst into water, right? Yes. Is there something wrong? There's so much wrong with this that Paimon doesn't even know where to start.
Perhaps this is just one of the kingdom's magical aspects. Wee! Fantasy! Wow!
You know what? Paimon's not gonna ask! The princess's treasure should be around here somewhere, right? Yes, it is there, protected by a 3-layered seal.
Can we stop with the 3 layers? What's with this trifecta? Needing to unlock the princess. What is this? Legend of Zelda? Like...
There? Oh, you mean that?
Well, it is a luxurious chest, so it gotta be good.
Well, the other bubble is pretty big. The treasure seems to be inside a really small chest.
The luxurious chest, though.
And it looks like there's some threads of flowing water connected to that big bubble. It seems as if the bubble formation here will not attack us. In that case, let's use it to break the seals. We just need to guide the projectiles into the bubble rings connected to flowing water. That should transfer the force of the projectile through the water and weaken the seals. Yeah, those bubbles are pretty scary. And they look like the Hydro Abyss attacks. Abyss Mage attacks. 1, 2, 3. Looks like there are 3 strands of water. Wow, Paimon can count. Once we deal with them, the treasure should be ours. That's right. It's in your hands, Night Traveler and Paimon.
A bubble formation that is for some strange reason doesn't attack you but helps you unseal treasures. Wow. Control the currents and barriers to guide the mist bubbles to the ring device at the end. Oh boy, the one puzzle that I was having issues with before. Wait for the rule of 3 line. It's always the rule of 3. Every single time. Now where's the crab?
This mist bubble's way slower now than when we attacked it. There's something blocking the mist bubble. That's no good.
Control the currents and guide the... Did I fall off? My guy, my dude, my bro. Huh? Why is there a chest here?
I suppose this will do.
I am begging you... Where am I going? Where am I going? Teleports on the water area? How?
Let's take a moment to rest and plan.
Oh, can I just climb up and then just go into the water? Is that a thing? Can I just... Splish sploosh. Whee! It's really nice seeing the water like this, though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we have to block... So something's blocking it here. Now, how do I... investigate? Okay. I'll take that. Okay, so that does that, which means the bubble should go... Wow! Okay, so that's one done. Hold on, I want to look at this dragon a little bit more. I also don't want to fall off.
Hey, below is sure. Below. Paimon suddenly feels afraid of heights. If you fall, you have to ride a bubble all the way back up from...
It's basically saying don't fall off, huh? Okay, but I want to investigate dragon. Look at that. Oh, no. I didn't mean to fall off. I just want to investigate dragon. Haha, you can't do anything. Sucks. Can't do shit. I'm gonna steal your treasure. Whee! This is mine now. Obtain the treasure. Watch, there's like a bound of cabbage in here or something.
We finally done it. The most precious of treasures.
Okay, so what exactly is the treasure?
It looks like a pocket watch.
Okay, remember I was saying Alice in Wonderland? Why are we having a pocket watch? Who is the rabbit in this scenario?
Seems like it's not moving anymore. Well, it's been in water all this time, so it should have broken down long ago, right?
Wait, hold on. Wasn't there a pocket watch during the 3.8 event with not Elenus? What the heck was her name? The person who just didn't want to work. And we were missing the pocket watch, and then there was a pocket watch over there. Right? So... Are you telling me that the pocket watch, the person who buried the pocket watch over there, ties over to this quest?
This is full of Princess Lyris's precious time. Let's go back to the tower and meet up with our friends. You're back! Colonel Kate and Mori linked up with us while you were out. We're back with the princess's treasure!
Well done, soldier. You made a fine contribution. The Resistance Front is proud of you. Kate, now is it the time? Not so fast, Colonel. Traveler has contact with the orchestra, not cannon fodder for some no-name army. Ha! You orchestra couldn't hold oh my god. It's the British and the Americans fighting. This is just the Boston Tea Party, isn't it? Ha! Your orchestra couldn't hold back Traveler, not unless you wanted to name it after him instead. And what do you have your rank? You may as well give it to Traveler, no? Your soldiers bleed while commanders steal the glory. It's quite the ordinary. But you now, you're special. A colonel who not only does nothing, but even lets his troop take credit for the victory. While you were whiling your time away here, I was taking out the bubble formations in the waters above. If not for that, they wouldn't have gained the treasure so easily. Let me get this straight first. I didn't join any of you. So, relax. Ah, that's it. I'm done. Mori, get him. Wolf, bad person. Mori pulls Jack over. Why are we all bullying Jack? I like Jack. Mori pulls Jack over. Kate laughs at him, only to be knocked over by Mori. There we go. Okay, so both of them. The altercation is eventually calmed by Al and Petitcho's meditation. Honestly,
Mori's really reliable at times like this. You know, in some ways.
Let's just get back to business, shall we?
That's right. We'll get nowhere if we keep arguing, and the more you go nowhere, the more we're gonna argue.
Yes, you're both right.
Let's have a speech then, Anne. You know, the rousing kind.
But I approve of Paimon's suggestion. It's not at times that adventure team's leader should not step up to the plate.
But I'm not good at speeches. And can you really call me the leader?
As surely as I am Colonel, I affirm that you would be the best officer for this adventure team. My views on the title of Colonel aside, we are in accord.
I don't know much about leaders or glory or whatever, but if not for you and if not for Traveler and Paimon who you brought here, I don't know what would become of me.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon, what do you say? This is between you and them. This is not my problem. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Traveler means that since everyone says so, you should just accept your fate. Do what other people tells you. If someone tells you to jump off a bridge, you should do it apparently. This is the lessons that we should teach children. Well, in that case, what should a leader say in a time like this? Let Paimon think. Since we have Princess Lyris's treasure, next we just need to enter the tower and rescue her, right? So you need to encourage everyone to do just that before we start. Paimon, do you have any interest of being a leader? How about you, Traveler? Hey, you can't do that! Why not? If not for your strength, we wouldn't have made it this far.
We're here to just support you. I cannot be taking control of more shit than I need to be.
Whatever the case, only you can be the leader of this adventure team. That's what everyone wants, so stop trying to push it off to someone else. We'll support you! Oh, all right. This leader business used to be so much easier. Ahem.
Oh, I love this pan transition.
No matter what the name of our organization is, we're all part of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team. We have a common goal to rescue Princess Lyris.
Miss Lyris.
Or Miss Lyris. We intend to save the Narzissenkreuz kingdom.
Uh, Republic?
Please continue on. And restore the land and waters here to the original gleaming shimmer through the Reconquista, so that the sunflowers may once again flourish. Am I not right about that? That's right. We've experienced many battles and partings during long years of conflict, and many team members we once had are no longer with us. But I won't forget the times we spent together. We'll always be friends. That's right. Even if I am our leader, I'm everyone's friend first and foremost. Same goes for you too, Colonel. Kate and Jacques, don't forget your friendship over the differences in ideals and perspectives. Anne's being super mature right now, huh? Bravo! Yay! Bravo! Come on, stop teasing me. With Night Traveler and Paimon's aid, we're finally able to obtain Princess's treasure. Time that now was once frozen will flow again, and we will rescue her. For that, Traveler and Paimon, I thank you. You'll always be our friends. I believe our princess would also be glad to call you such. Okay, I'm done now. Yay! What next? Well, I think it's time to unleash the treasure's power on the stagnant tower. This way, time should flow once more. Like this? How'd I know to do that? Okay, I opened the door. Whoa! My thanks, Traveler. Now, unfortunately, I fear none of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team know what will happen next. But since the Princess's tower has been unsealed, we should move on as soon as we can, right? Right you are, Petite Show. Let's go! Enter the tower. Once again, Enkanomiya vibes. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Why the door closed behind us? Thanks for your help. The tower seals have been broken. It is notorious. Poor divine kings of Narzissenkreuz. Something.
Waste to the wicked.
Murder. Nothing can defeat Diluc. Go! The Pyro Archon is here. We have the upper hand with me. With who? And it's who we follow. The Narzissenkreuz. I can't read. There's too much things happening.
This is order.
Think. The one with the blonde hair tires. Ah! I can't read dialogue! Ah! I'm stuck.
Lay waste to the wicked.
Don't tell me I need to murder them at the same time. Okay, that's one. Okay, I don't need to murder them at the same time. We're good. Is that it? We're fine. Why does the Narzissenkreuz little minions all these so many titles? The more useless the person, the more hats they need. Oop. Actually, the mighty warriors who have caused us much harm during the previous engagements. If battles seemed easy, it was due to your great might. Sorry, Night Traveler, but our attacks can do nothing against these henchmen, because you're all Hydro, so it's up to you. Easy peasy. Very easy. You know, where is Princess Lyris? It doesn't look like there's any path ahead. To be honest, I didn't think this far either. Let's keep going up, shall we? How do we do that? You can fly, Paimon. Well, even if Paimon could do that, why would she do that if she encountered Narcissus minions? And even if all the kingdom's treasures were up there, it would only feel like we found them if you were there too. Go up, you say? Oh, I understand. We do, one and all. We have a certain amount of power. It is a magic given to us by the princess, yes. But we can do some things with it. But if we do... Oh, she looks so cute. We're all born from the same source. I don't see why you will be unable to understand and accept this. Has this not happened before? I know all of this, in theory, but I just hate these things. I don't know why, I just do. Don't make such a face, Anne. We were born from the same waters, and we're only this way because... we bound ourselves to different shapes using thin films to keep the princess company. Coming together once again for her sake is not strange at all. What are you guys all talking about? As long as we forsake our forms and join together, we can produce greater magic. This way we can send you to the tower's apex. Wait, but if you do that, then... You need not worry, friend. Came from this same body of water, so we can give up our forms. It's not the same as what you called death. Pure waters can turn into creatures of all sorts, and such changes do not only go one way. Yep, even if we can't adventure or fight alongside you, we can still progress together. Night Traveler, Paimon, what do you say? This is not our decision to make. This is your story. You're right, Traveler, but... Give us our orders, ma'am. The tower seals have been broken, which means they can no longer hold Narzissenkreuz back. Every moment counts. All right, I'm counting on you all. Orders received. Leave it to us. Go with Traveler and Paimon and make sure you save the princess. I leave Miss Lyris in your hands. In that case, Pia Petitcho, Mori, Colonel, Kate, and Jacques. Okay, bye-bye. It's just like that what happened in Mori's fountain! Our power is derived from the princess. If so resolved, we can manifest it once more. Pull yourself together and let's go, Night Traveler and Paimon. Why does Hoyo make us... Why does Hoyo make us care about these non-animate objects and characters and animals,
Let's take a moment
and then
to rest
murder them in front of our own eyes in a selfless sacrifice? I guess we go up. Water is formless. What comes from water will surely return to it. Once we rescue Princess Lyra, she'll be able to bring them forth again. I'm sad now. Why you gotta make me do this? Oh, what's going on? That's a domain. Are we gonna get a domain explanation? Huh? It's just a portal. Where did this one lead, though? I'm not sure either, to be honest. I've never considered what would happen if we entered the tower. Oh well. In that case, let's proceed with caution. With more proceeding or more caution? Come on, both! Yes, we should be careful. We're the only ones the princess can rely on. Because everyone else died in front of our eyes. So we can't rely on them anymore. I'm trapped here.
Better than nothing.
The door is sealed. Oh, I guess we gotta go through the looking glass. Oh, maybe a little warning next time? Oh, she's chugging. She's chugging. She going. Where's this? It's giving economia. Paimon's kind of dizzy. There's so many books here. Is this a library? This library has existed long, long before we arrived. So like 500 years ago, long, long before, or... Their content seems to be ancient dramas. Children love to read books, but there isn't much we don't understand, so they'll often ask adults to read the stories to them. Storytelling? In the books where there's an evil dragon, there must be heroes who hunt the dragon. There's a mage, there must be a wandering knight. The Reconquista must come to a pass, and the princess must be saved. And of course a chime will sound, and the tale of adventure will come to a halt. Oh, so it's exactly like Alice in Wonderland, actually. Because she wakes up when people disturb her, and she wakes up from the dream, and then that's the ending. Yet, it will not end. There'll be another adventure, and another one after that, until all the children grow up and leave this place. And? Sorry, it felt like memories and feelings suddenly flooded into my mind. How strange. Paimon, you don't get to pass that up. Well, as long as you're alright. Paimon thought you might have been bewitched by Narcisse's magic or something. That might actually be so. Well, what do we do next? I'm not sure either. Whatever the case, let's have a look around. Yep, first off, there's a door over there, but it looks like there's no way through it. You two should be able to get across. Hey, you're Anne's knight right now, you know. This will all be pointless if you don't come along. That's right. And this tile sticks out like a sore thumb. This might be a trap. My mind doesn't know either, but let's go all the same.
Oh, it has to be Alice in Wonderland. Through the looking glass? I'm sorry. What's the first quest of this called? I'm sorry, that's straight up. This is just Alice in Wonderland. Kingdom through the looking glass? Come on, guys. This is straight up Alice in Wonderland.
And plan our next
There's
move.
literally a looking glass. That's a fell shield of Narcissus? I don't know.
Ah, that name does fit our adventure up until now, huh? This is the center of the world.
Oh, okay.
The castle where the dragon lurks, the tower that imprisons the princess. Sometimes it is the lost ancient city of Yip. Sometimes Arcadia. At times it's even the golden Hyperborea? So you're making up stories, huh? Different locations and everything. Here many trodden realms have been conquered. Here many heroes have defeated evil dragons. This is a place that brims with magic, and I was never really able to understand it. Children could see through a stone wall, and imaginary griffins that whirl freely in distant cloud-filled skies. These four pools would, in different adventure tales, be the four seas, and sometimes the four cardinal realms of the world. I couldn't understand these things either, but to accompany the children on their adventures, I played all sorts of roles. Are these more of those suddenly emerging memories? Yes. And, are you hallucinating? Are you good? Do you need a therapist? Do you need to go to a psychologist? Are you okay? I don't know. I feel very strange. These memories are so beautiful, but terrifying too. Look up there, atop of the small fountain. That's the holy blade of Narzissenkreuz. Is it really? It, looks kind of cheap. Y'all poor?
That's fucking rude. That's so rude. It's like that time with the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Oh, okay. Paimon gets it. It's like the tail behind the blade and the belief in it that makes it a holy blade, right? With this sword in hand, Paimon bets the kids sure felt like an invincible heroes, ready to take the skies to do battle with enemies, huh? Appropriately shaped branches of drying poles could also, in the right tail, be the holy blade. But one day, a certain woman brought several wooden swords for the children to play with us, so that the drying poles would stop being used in fights. And who was that? I don't know. It must have been someone who once lived here. Yeah, it seems like the kingdom was once a lively place with all sorts of people in it. When you think about that, the holy blade must have been very important. A normal sword can cleave flesh, but the holy blade can cleave spirit and will. As such, even impervious dragons and formless illusions are no match for it. If the story of our adventure team is to reach its end, we'll need the blade. Is it really that powerful? It looks like a cheap wooden sword.
Just take its holiness at face value.
Sure, if you say so, but it doesn't look like we can reach it right now. Let's continue exploring. Maybe we'll find some way to break the magical bubble. Well, let's continue on. Princess Lyris is still waiting for us, and I don't get to look at the dialogue because it never lets me.
Okay, there's a crab. It's time for death. Bye, crab. Oh. There you go. I need your things. So that warps. What's down there? Oh, I'm going down there anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's a seahorse. Hello?
Oh, there's creatures from the bottom are here. Is this the Narcissus Kingdom's zoo?
It's not that. They're just ordinary wildlife. They just exist here. They're not made up. Stupid. We dealt with plenty of these impervious creatures before, but every time you blink, more of them show up.
You've dealt with them before.
I'm assuming Anne may have been from Conria, if we got ties to the chasm and everything here. What the horse doing? I don't know. The horse doing something.
We'll need more where that came from.
Okay. It looks so calm and peaceful.
Oh, a bubble formation? Why would there be a bubble formation? Get behind the pillar!
Take the hydrogram out to deactivate the bubble formation. Oh, same thing like last time. That's fine. Yoink, that's mine.
Actually, why is there a bubble formation here too? Was this meant to prevent invaders from kidnapping the princess? Yes, that is the case. Also, we ran into some enemies earlier. Didn't you say that when Princess Lyris gave you her treasure, the tower stagnated, and even Narcissus couldn't enter? There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. What's going on?
It's almost like she's making up a story, Paimon. Maybe it's all pretend. Maybe the story was all the friends we made along the way.
I don't know either. I never thought about what would happen after we entered the tower. Also, this place feels very strange. I don't understand.
I should never have been here before, but I find myself recalling feeling many things.
Do you two not feel it?
No.
Paimon doesn't either. Well, do you know what this place is in?
It looks like a church with the way that everything's seated.
This was the assembly hall of the Narzissenkreuz Institute.
Oh!
The children would study here normally. I remember now. This was a lovely place.
There was no sunlight, but it was always lively here. They're literally windows, but okay.
The children were all different dimensions. Some of them as different as the two of you. But here, they would study together, listen to tales of the Hydra Archon, and to tales older still.
Dimensions?
I mean that some children were very small, and some were kind of larger.
So you're calling both of us kids? Hey!
Hey now! Paimon might be small, but she's got a big heart!
That's not what she was saying. But okay.
Anyway, what about the princess? Was she a child too? Would the children hear her stories about her? I don't know. Huh. Why does Paimon get the feeling that the story started drifting away from the princess ever since we teleported here?
Because Anne is the one who is regaining her memories ever since she got here. So maybe she was the princess all along.
No, this place must have something to do with her.
Or is it you?
We must be able to find her at the end of this road. She'll be happy to see us. Well, you're the local. Paimon trusts you.
I genuinely think that because Anne is the one that's like in charge of this air quote story, that maybe she was the princess. And because this is the Narzissenkreuz Institute, right? Okay, weird thought. Just because the other person's name has Anne in it, maybe this is Mary Ann. I don't know. That's the only connection I have right now. Unless she was like a storyteller in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. But the only information that we have from the Institute is like Jacob and Guillotine and there's another person named Anne, so like if there's someone named Anne in the story quest and there's another Anne that shows up, it has to be the same person, right? Genshin loves putting Chekhov's gun, so I'm assuming this is also a Chekhov's gun. Can I go in here? No? Okay. Onwards!
Well, let's continue on. Princess Lyris is waiting for us at the end of the line.
You hear the sound of a bell.
That's the sound of the bell. Oh, does it mean that the adventure is coming to a close and Princess Lyris is up ahead?
Ooh, chest.
There doesn't seem to be any paths leading forward, and then I couldn't read the rest because it doesn't let me. Let Paimon see what's
Better
inside the
than
chest.
nothing.
Huh? A feather? Why would anyone put feathers in a treasure chest? Do they one day something? Paimon can't read the story because Genshin doesn't let me read the story.
What does the feather say? Sometimes this feather has the power to advance a story forward and bring it to an end, like you're writing the story. Its appearance itself represents the power that transcends the story. Old yet well preserved, it must have been cherished by many people. It's someone writing the story!
Paimon's kinda dizzy. There's so many books here.
Is this a library?
Wait a minute. Is it just that Paimon hasn't fully woken up yet, or is this deja vu? Haven't these things already happened before? There'll be another adventure, and another one after that. So, even though the princess is waiting for us at the end of the road, it's just a bunch of connected loops with no real end.
On the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road.
Huh? Do you have an idea, Traveler?
Let's go over what we know first, then. Haven't you noticed anything, Paimon?
Ah! You're asking Paimon? Hold on a moment. I have no brain cells. Why would you ask me now? First, the paths here have been connected in such a way they form a ring, right? In that case, there's no getting out. Except that we were able to get out on these paths, so there should be a way off them. There has to be a point from which we can break through. Next, we saw that super powerful sword or something.
Yes, the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz.
This should be the key item in some way.
Why would you think that?
Well, it looks like a wooden sword, but it's inside a protective barrier. Would all that trouble be necessary if it wasn't important? So Paimon thinks we need to get the sword.
Wow, congratulations, Paimon. You figured it out. Was there any other notable thing?
Paimon can't think of anything at the moment. But that said, this tile sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Paimon didn't just make that one up, by the way. When we passed this way before, it did feel weird how this tile's not connected to the others, and how it has a different pattern. It could be a trap.
Good work, Paimon. Very good. Congratulations, you did it.
Wait, why are you praising Paimon so seriously all of a sudden? Paimon's not used to this.
But you really do have an impressive mind, Paimon. For once, you're not stupid. As for me, my head's a mess. I can't get my thoughts straight.
Don't beat yourself up too much. You're being assaulted by strange memories in this place. Anyway, let's think about how we can get out of this loop based on the stuff we thought of earlier.
The tone is dripping with sarcasm. I'm sorry. Anytime Paimon's just like, let me think. It's just me wanting to die on the inside. Keep moving ahead. Okay, so we just go around in a circle again until there's more of these little things. It's just like the Hootown quest all over again. Can we pick up the sword yet? Oh! Use the green feather accessory to break the seal on the Holy Blade. What do we do? Just stab it? I guess we just stab it. Okay.
I finally gotten it! The Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. Wait, what's this?
What do you mean, what's this? Jabber... This is Alice in Wonderland. This is literally just Alice in Wonderland. I'm sorry. The Jabberwock's holy sword? It's the Jabberwocky. It's literally just Alice in Wonderland. We just have Alice in Wonderland in Genshin. This whole quest is just Alice in Wonderland. A holy sword that bears a special meaning in certain story. I wonder what story you're talking about there. I'm gonna shake Hoyo. Keep moving ahead. Okay. But it reminds me a lot of the Hutao quest, where we had to go through loops. So I wonder if that means that the space that we were in for the afterlife is similar to this. And if this, the Narzissenkreuz Institute now, is like tied to possibly the chasm and all these other things. If that means the afterlife is also another place where like the chasm exists and stuff like that. I've never attacked the crabs. I need pearls. And I will attack the crabs to do so, okay? I wonder if Hoyo will be able to add a caucus into Genshin. That'd be so many people to animate. This quest nice, I'm not behind, right? Ah, so now there's 2 of you. So every time it duplicates. Interesting. It's time for death.
Solidify.
Whoa, there's creatures from Fatima here too.
Wait, you said this already. It's just ordinary wildlife. You said this dialogue already. Dealt with plenty of these impervious creatures before, but every time you blink, more of them show up. Yeah, this dialogue has already happened.
You dealt with them before? Paimon's saying the same shit all over
Dawn,
again.
break forth!
Please don't die, buddy. So we are going in a loop. Does Paimon not realize that she said the same thing before? Deja vu. I have been in this place before. Not the Sumeru cycle again. I mean, if we're in a story, right? And in Alice in Wonderland, there is... She literally goes to sleep. And then she goes into this, like, mystical land. Is Anne just asleep?
Better than nothing.
So we're experiencing all this deja vu over and over and over again? Because it would make the most sense, right? Anne, aka Mary Ann possibly, is asleep. Because, I don't know, it's been like 500 years or so since all of this has happened.
We should prepare while we can. Then make a preemptive strike against the enemy.
And this is just a culmination of our dreams, which is why we keep looping. And since we know that the samsaras occur similar to this, then maybe it's all a dream. And then she'll wake up. And then it'll not be a dream. We're back in the church again. Oh, sorry. The study hall. The lecture hall. There's 2 bubbles this time. There's one over here and there's one over there. Then we go up again. You hear the sound of a bell. It does sound like the Danganronpa bell. Didn't something exactly like this happen before? Paimon recalls it was a chest. But there's no chest this time because we took the writing utensil already. And now there's 3 pillars. Paimon's kind of dizzy. There's so many books here. I've already said this dialogue before. Someone wants the tale adventure to never end. That someone is probably Mary Ann if she's writing this story, and if she's Alice, then she doesn't want it to end because she doesn't want to wake up. Huh? What are you talking about, Traveler? You know what? Paimon thought that she hadn't really fully woken up yet, but haven't these things happened before? Yes, we have to keep moving forward, but the future of the story that will constantly repeat will never come. Yes. Princess Lyris waits at the end of this path. Oh, Paimon knows. Last time we were here, you said, on the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road, didn't you? There must be a way. So I have to get off here. Give me. Give. Thank you. Bye, elevator. Okay. Why did that disappear? We're going backwards. And that's a looking glass. Okay, there's only one here now. Anything behind you? Sorry, looking glass. I'm looking at secrets. Is it gonna bring us back to the original looking glass? Okay, this warp is blue and not pink. Okay. Obtain the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. But we did that already. We already got the blade. Is it not in our inventory? We got the Jabberwock blade. Yeah, it's in our inventory. Alice in Wonderland could sue? I mean, if it wasn't already in the public domain, then... Oh, but now there's a second Jabberwock sword. I use the... Okay. So I got the feather again. This is the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. But we got one already. Finally! The Holy Blade is ours! But I have one in my inventory! It doesn't look like much, but once its powers are awakened, it'll become a destructive and invincible weapon! Just like the Dull Blade! How is it, Traveler? Can you feel its power? Ooh, wow, unlimited power. Ooh! Comes not from this blade. What? Paimon, come on, you had Paimon going there! Come to think of it, Anne, did you mention that the Holy Blade was originally a wooden sword and that kids played with it? That's right. When the young heroes from Narzissenkreuz's adventure team would pick the sword up, they would become able to defeat all foes in their tale. Well, let's just take this sword, shall we? Who knows, it might even come in handy later. If not, we can take it as a souvenir, I guess. I don't know where we're putting this sword.
But we'll find out. It's just like Animal Crossing. Okay, so this one's the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. Does it appear? It appears as a separate one. So one of them's the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz, a holy sword that bears a special meaning in a certain story. It belongs to no one. But then this one is a holy sword that bears a special meaning in a certain story. So why have two? Did this one change? No. That one didn't change at all. So it's an elevator. Okay. Oh, there are multiple floors. Interesting. Okay. Looks like the path leads downwards rather than forward. This is really long descent. Oh, why does that look like the Encanto pool? It's so creepy. Oh, and so cute. I love her. Don't worry, Anne. Traveler's really reliable and is really good with a wind glider too. Unless I fall down a deep pit and then don't use my wind glider. Ah, Paimon knows you're worried about what might come afterward, right? Well, don't. Imagine having anxiety? Couldn't be me. Just pretend that everything's okay. A real adventure is not only filled with challenges, but it's also with its unknowns. The most important thing is to come back from completing those challenges and unknowns in one piece, and then gain something in the end as well. Isn't that right, Traveler? We've come this far, it'd be a shame to give up now. You did say that Princess Lyris would be up ahead. True. I believe in you, Night Traveler and Paimon. You are wise and powerful. And you're also kind people. And ding ding ding, we have a winner! In that case, let's go! Add Astra Applesauce, as Catherine always says. Jump down and reach the end of the story. Is there anything on each of the floors, actually? I want to check. Okay, that's all the same. That's the same. Oh, never mind. It's a blue teleport again. Oh, okay. Okay, we're no longer using that. Stop. Wait, no, this is the, oh, the place. Oh, the place with, what's his face? Virgil. Paimon feels like something should happen right about now. And there's water all over the floor. I feel uneasy too. And I've been frightened ever since we came down here. No need to worry. Traveler will protect us no matter what, right? Yeah, sure, maybe. What if I ran? Hey, come on, you've beaten dragons, Traveler. Have more faith in yourself. Yes, I believe in the two of you. I just don't know what we'll encounter later. We'll take anything as it comes. Still, best to be prepared, Traveler. You might be in for a battle with Narcissus for all we know. Is that an allusion to I need to change my party right now? Defeat the dragon. Hey, dragon. Hi, Waters of Chinks, something. Time for your die. That didn't make any sense. I'm so sorry. Get down here. Get down here.
Teamwork is dream.
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight Boar. Can I not fight Boar? No, Mori, no. Bad Mori. Stop, Mori.
Commit it to memory.
Are we murdering our friends? We're murdering our friends, aren't we? This is Mori, and then we're gonna have to fight a squirrel, and then we're gonna have to fight a duck. I hate being right. I hate being right. I hate being right. Oh, there's another Boar. Okay, maybe it's not Mori. It's fine. Maybe it's fine. We're okay.
Let's feed her a little. Growl. Yeah.
Water jet!
Not me using Traveler, because I keep thinking that Hu Tao's on the first spot. Come back here. Yes, you. Death.
Cross over.
What is that?
Go.
Hi, come over here. Get down. Use Fifthful Rapist to raise yourself higher and avoid damage. Okay, so how do I... Oh! Okay. So can you come down? Can you dead now? Good. So, why did we meet Narcissus here? Because Because battle. Big baddie battle. And it's an oceanid. So... I don't know. Anne? Anne? You good? According to what we saw before, the tower lost its time and thus was stagnated. As such, no one could open or enter it. But this space is not within the tower. It's in a different location. It's in the place where we went with Virgil. We teleported to a different place from the tower. We're getting there. Okay, we're getting there in the story. Huh? That's right. Paimon forgot that happened. But if that's the case... But how? No, that can't be true. The princess should be in the tower. I mean, that was the adventure team's only hope for this dark world. If she isn't, our adventures, they're meeting. Al, Petite Show, the others. And... But we did take out the biggest threats to the kingdom, didn't we? That's a good thing, right? Yes, you're right, Paimon. Thank you. Thank you both. Anyway, the story's not over because someone didn't dictate that the story was over yet. Yep, look over there. There's a place we haven't been to before. Maybe we'll find more clues there, huh? Anne doesn't want the story to end. Anne doesn't want the story to end because that means she wakes up and she has to deal with her reality. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. If it's not what it is, then I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Yeah. Looks like there's a ton of resources here. Stands to reason that there's gotta be some clues, right? Yes, but who knows how long it'll take for us to look through it all. Not if I have the power of speed reading. Okay, never mind. I can't speed read. Rather, age diary. Oh, we're getting lore. We're getting lore. Okay. Linking up with Ingold Guillotine and the rest of the old gang will go in the way towards solving some dispersion problem. This situation is no place for personal feelings, but what person can lack them completely? I can only hope that they aren't treating my dear old Sponsian too poorly or let it rust in the harbor. And I hope my skills haven't rusted away either. I hope all goes well. I still want to watch the doe rise to the sounds of play outside the window. I still want to watch them grow into fine adults. I'm kind of curious if Mori is supposed to be Seymour. Because Seymour worked with Jacob and Guillotine and all these people, right? So I'm assuming that the boar, aka Mori, is supposed to represent Seymour. And I'm assuming all these other people from the Narzissenkreuz adventure team were all people in Marianne's mind. Because Marianne's supposed to be one of the kids, right? So if she's one of the kids, then of course she's going to look at all these older adults as like, you know, fun story time thingy things. So if that were the case, then every single Narzissenkreuz adventure team member has to represent another person. So who represents each person? I'm assuming that, like, maybe Jacob Ingold and Guillotine were maybe the like the squirrel and the frog. I don't know about Petite Show and the duck. So I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. The duty will be taken upon by Basil Elton, a former naval commander. May her steely temper be itself tempered by the family she will establish with these children going forward. Maybe Elton is the squirrel? What's that idiot thinking? Well, whatever. Might as well have some fun post-retirement. That was a certificate. Okay. 1 serving of flour, 1 of sugar, 1 of melted butter, 2 eggs, and a large amount of milk to which make foam. Are you kidding me? What exactly is a large amount? Remember it well this time. 15 minutes at 180 degrees is not the same as 5 at 140. Oh no. This person can't bake. That hurts me. What do you mean? What do you mean you were baking at 540 degrees? This hurts my soul. Why were you baking at a temperature that high? Okay, that doesn't do anything. Any more clues? Maybe one more? There we go. According to the ancient theater and mysterious research hidden here, we believe that the documents and folklore discovered within Petrichor. The research team from the Institute of Natural Philosophy holds that. There's no information further because Genshin hates actually giving us information. Yay! Decided to incorporate the Institute for Raising Orphans and the Children of Criminals into public welfare system. Considering the ruins from a previous civilization upon which it's situated, it shall be named the House of the Hearth?
Maybe? The seat of the director was established in honor of the Hydra Archon's great virtue. It's been taken on by a gentle-natured Oceanid. So the Oceanid was the original director. So it's not the House of Hearth, unless somehow the House of Hearth got into Fatui hands and that's what happened? Or is this a different orphanage? The title of Vice Director is to be taken up by one who displays exceptional moral quality and ability. So, doesn't seem like there's anything relevant. It is all relevant, Paimon! It's all relevant. Everything is relevant. So, Mary Ann used to be possibly the director? Or at least the co-director of the orphanage? There's a book here too! A picture book, huh? It suits you, Paimon. Ah! Well, that's because Paimon can't read! Paimon's unique sensibility, you know. Picture books just speak to her better. I'm Jared, I'm 19, and I never learned how to read! This book gives me a strange feeling. Let Paimon see! A long, long time ago in a place far away, there was once a beautiful and kind princess named Lyris. And yup, she's our main character. I don't want this name. That's not what you said before. Do you want to read it too, Anne? In that case, Paimon's gonna continue. Ahem. Oh, come on, it's just a story. There's no need to be so fussy. Anyway, the protagonist needs an antagonist, an evil one at that. And our evil antagonist, well, that's the dragon Narcissus. So evil that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that he cares about their feelings, though. He sowed destruction across the land with the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turned cities into dust from his burning breath, reduced nations to ash. At last, only the princess's realm remained safe. But because the princess worked tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus' plot to destroy everything could not succeed. So in Narcissus' story, I'm the evil villain. This is kind of weird. This started like a storybook, but then it also feel like, is it? Traveler, you got the bigger brain here. You have a look too. It's almost like you have all the brain cells. Read carefully. Teleport waypoint unlocked. What do you mean? Oh, wait, we've seen this house before. Ah. Why did I close my eyes? Why am I on the grass? Huh? What? It's literally Alice in Wonderland. I'm scared. What is this place? Oh! It looks like Sumeru, but not Sumeru. This is the real Anapoxis. If she no longer dreams of you. Huh? Just like in the book Canatilla found, it feels like the book we saw in the Institute of Natural Philosophy. Paimon doesn't know, but it feels different somehow. Paimon wants to say that the book's contents are really weird, and it's almost like you hallucinated everything, but it's really not much when compared to this, huh? The world should be like this, not like how it is outside. Children should be able to play under the sun and in the grass without fear of hindrance or harm. This place does feel pretty comfy, yeah? Paimon thinks it's better than she did back when we were adventuring throughout the kingdom. There was no sunlight there at all. One mystery follows another. Never mind that. This place is really nice. It's gotta be Princess Lyris's garden, right? Say, Traveler, when our adventures are over, why don't we find a place like this to live? We want to retire? We can eat tasty fruits, plant lots of seed flowers, and we can invite our friends over as guests. We can live together happily. What do you say? Let's put a pin on that for now. That's true. We gotta help Anne find the princess first, don't we? What the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go? Huh? Sounds like someone singing over there. Let's go have a look. Maybe Paimon can one day read the story. Find the owner of the voice. Hello? Are you an Oceanid? Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go?
To the great sea without borders, to the place from which all lives flow. Hi there! You don't have the oceanid eyes. Oh, hi! I'm sorry. I was just preparing some tea and didn't notice you. Come, sit. Snacks will be here soon. A little tea part. Wait, is she the Mad Hatter? Ooh, snacks! Yes, and ours are very good. But I must say this first. We can only start once the bell rings. It would be quite rude to do so otherwise. Where are you from, by the way? You are a fascinating combination, aren't you? A handsome young man, a little small oceanid, and your beautiful floating friend. Paimon's Paimon, and he's Traveler. And Anne's Anne. It's just Paimon? Or does Anne look unhappy? She might have been reminded of something. And this oceanid is our friend Anne. Oh my, a fine name indeed. In that case, please call me Marianne. So you're... Okay, so you're Marianne. You're Marianne. Okay. Paimon's sure we've heard this name before. My, what a pleasant surprise. It's been a long time since I met someone from outside. Where are you from? Well, we're... Actually, Paimon's not sure either. We defeated the Fell Dragon Narcissus, and then we ended up here somehow. The Fell Dragon Narcissus, you say? That's been a frightening foe. Do you think so, Traveler? In a matter of speaking, I guess so. My, I've heard that Narcissus has hurt many, and has turned many kingdoms to ash. Defeating him was an impressive feat indeed. Oh, so you know about him too? Great! We're from the Narzissenkreuz kingdom, and we're looking for Princess Lyris. Do you know where we might find her? I love that Paimon is now completely immersed in the story and that she doesn't realize that she's in the story, right? Princess Lyris, you say? I'm afraid I don't know. But she should be here. In that case, Anne. But I've lived here for a long, long time, and yet I've never seen any princess. Perhaps she might be somewhere else? Is that so? But before we came here, we read a book about the princess, and how she's beautiful and kind and stuff. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with any such person. On the flip side, you, Traveler, you do quite look like a prince from a distant land. Ayo, wrist? You hear the sound of a bell. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Sounds like Edelweiss a little bit. Is that the bell? Yes, that's the signal for tea time. In the past, the children would throw down their wooden swords at the moment they heard this bell, and they would come to the hall to have some snacks. They're not here now, but it's best to follow the rules all the same. They'd be quite disappointed otherwise, I suspect. Well then, shall we? Don't mind if I do. Yay, snacks! You and Paimon enjoy the snacks together. They look very beautiful, but they are tasteless, like pure water. Ocean bullshit. How were they? Well, they were great. Although Paimon couldn't really, taste them? Are you on a low-sugar diet or something, Marianne? You can't just ask that, Paimon. That's rude. My apologies, Paimon. I just made them as I remembered them, so I'm not sure if they'll taste all that good. Oh, don't worry about it. At least Paimon's full now. Full of water, I guess. Well, in that case, let me take you all around this stroll. We walk in? Oh, having Newbie walk with her is just... Ah! I'm sorry. The blue aesthetic is giving me so much life. We're just having a stroll together, you know? This is what every Newbie simp wants in their life. Just a stroll with Newbie. No? It's the flower garden we painstakingly taken care of. Lovely, isn't it? I've heard Basil say that caring for children is like caring for a flower. You need good soil, sufficient sunlight, frequent watering, and you can't let them grow however they want. Who in chat has played Omori? Because is the name Basil giving you, like, red flags right now? The fact that this Basil also takes care of flowers?
Sounds like this Basil's pretty smart.
In fact, we must get rid of pests from time to time as well. Actually, Basil sounds pretty dangerous too. Oh, she's very capable indeed. Making snacks, caring for flowers. She can do it all. It'd be nice if I could introduce her to you. I've been caring for the flowers here all the time, in the hopes that some friend might come, and I might show them how they've bloomed. And, well, here you are.
Well, it's a shame that they aren't in bloom right now, though.
Well, we just need to water them. They'll be fine. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? To the halls of sea-born foam and watch the sunflowers in bloom. As the drops of water stain the soil of the garden black, the sunflowers spring from the earth, grow quickly, and bloom. Aren't they beautiful? Ah! That was so quick! Well, they've been waiting for friends to arrive after all, and with your arrival, well, they were so excited. All they needed then was a little encouragement, a little rain to get them going. Ah! So that's how it is.
Nature really is amazing, huh?
I suspect this exceeds the realm of amazing. Do you like them, Anne? They're very beautiful, like gleaming gold. I knew you would. I love them too, after all. From a very far away place, aren't you, traveler? What sort of flowers bloom there? Describe the flowers your sister wears in her hair. The into that? Ah, those do sound like lovely flowers. But I fear they might be hard to find now. Traveler? Then let us speak of other flowers. I've always been in Fontaine, and I've never gone elsewhere. That said, a friend of mine has been to Sumeru. I've heard from him that there are many flowers there that can't be found here. Those that grow on cliffs, one that open at night, some even grow on cacti. And that's when he realized there were no cacti in Fontaine, and had to give me separate explanation. He'd always the serious sort. He was the smartest of us when we were young. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Then it must be a little too exciting for me, meeting new friends like this. Well then, Paimon, have you seen any special flowers?
Mondstadt's dandelions come to mind.
Dandelions? Oh, do you have any sort of their delightful seeds with you?
Well, we might.
Dandelions, dandelions, bloom, bloom, bloom! Dandelion seeds can indeed be found on Paimon. Marianne happily plants them in the soil. Ah, yes. What sort of flower is a dandelion?
Paimon thought you knew. Well, how do I put this? The dandelion flower is made of tiny white flowers, and these little white flowers have seeds on them. When the wind blows, these tiny flowers will scatter along with the wind, and they'll take root and sprout elsewhere, eventually making new flowers. Cool, huh?
Wow, they really are. I didn't know such a flower existed, but I have heard about something similar.
Oh, what kind of flower is that?
It's not a flower, but it's a story about water. A certain place there was a peaceful body of water. Like in Chingsa? Later, with the disturbance there came ripples, and droplets appeared in those ripples. Droplets that had life in them. This life left the water and turned into different forms. Evolution theory? Oceanid theory? But though they were all made of the same water, gulfs opened between them due to these differences. Each drop of life was very weak, and each was beautiful in its own way. The dandelions you spoke of, Paimon, reminded me a lot of that story. A flower that was once united as one would be separated, would bloom, and each piece would become itself. But a single drop of water is weak and will dry up easily. Together, they will be strong, and yet they will no longer be themselves. Is that how it is with dandelions too? Do you think that's a good thing?
Paimon doesn't really get it. What do you think, traveler?
Maybe weak, but the distance is necessary. It might not be a bad thing for them to unite. People can unite and still maintain their personhood. I think people can unite and maintain their personhood. Like, yes, you can be part of a group, but each group has individual people. Can they really? I think I understand where you're coming from, traveler. what you're talking about sounds like what happened to Al Petit Show and the others. To help us, they melded into one and turned it into a big bubble. Yes, I still remember. Well, it might be meaningless to say this now.
So you know who they are. Okay, Miss Writer of the story.
Let's have a little walk again, shall we? Ah, yes. I can take you to see our dog.
Is it Seymour?
So you got a dog, Marianne? Yes, he's a silly dog who's always accompanied me. And that...
I can't read the dialogue. Come on, guys. Let me read the dialogue, please. Let me read the dialogue. You could have literally let me read the dialogue while we were walking. Look at this blank text area. Like, there's nothing here. And yet, I cannot read the dialogue that you have provided for me because you are walking away from me. Where's the dog?
Paimon doesn't see him, though. He'll come when it's feeding time.
I still can't read the Where's the dog at? What's the dog doing? Feed. Where the dog going?
Maury!
Noble sir, it's an honor to receive food from you. A pleasure to see you again as well, Miss Marianne.
Oh, you good doggy. Good doggy.
And how do you do, dear little miss?
Well, thanks for being polite and all, but... Hey, what the f*** is going on? I don't know, but this can't be Maury. He has always kept me company. Does this mean that we've been wrong all along about what dogs really look like?
Don't fuss over the details too much. Someone's making shit up. And that includes me.
Water can take any shape, and life can choose what form it must take. This, however, has nothing to do with its essence. That's a different matter. Didn't Al say something similarly weird? I've heard something similar said, that the body is a prison that restricts evolution. That person was once a child like all the others.
Isn't that one of the 7... Not 7. One of the 6 cardinal sins in Sumeru? Like, altering the body to evolve past, like, human evolution or something like that? Water can take any shape, right? She's Rhodia, apparently.
Me and many others heard him tell many stories about how life was originally formless like water and there were no barriers between souls, thus allowing them to compose an endless story. Many have forsaken their bodies, for if water can be withdrawn from blood, so too can be drawn out from one's form. But if you are trying to sprinkle water on the blackened dust that remains, it will not become blood again. Anne, you good? Do you need a psychiatrist? Do we need to put you in a mental institute? Are you okay? Do you want us to take you to Tenari? I think you're hallucinating. Are you good, my guy? I remember something, even though I didn't really want to. How much do you remember it? I don't know. There's just this flood of feelings and scenes. Happy words and angry ones. I'm not sure. I understand. You go first, alright? And remember, be a good dog. Understood. See you, Miss Marianne. See you, dear guests.
Oh, the way he runs is so cute.
Oh, this is bad. The number of things that don't make sense just keep going up and up. If we hadn't seen the dog, Paimon would have forgotten all this stuff already. Didn't you say we were going to rescue Princess Lyris? That's right. My apologies. There's no princess here, only us. Today, we are simply fortunate to receive guests. But this is the end of the path. She has to be here. But Marianne said... so that means one of you is mistaken, right? Right? Traveler?
Do you really want to hear what I have to say? You're the same person. You're both writing the same story. She is a part of you, and you are a part of her.
Of course! You got the bring your brain here, don't you?
Paimon, we all experienced so far was called a story.
Wait, but didn't we team up with the Narzissenkreuz adventure team to defeat the Narcissus henchmen? Wasn't that real?
Think with that tiny brain of yours for a moment, Paimon. Don't you think that this was a story all along? Is there even a Narzissenkreuz kingdom amongst the 7 nations?
You're right. Paimon didn't even think of that. So, the adventure team, Al, Petite Show, Colonel Kate, Jacques, Maury, the 2 of us are adventurers? They were all just characters in a story? No, that can't be. Paimon can't accept that. Didn't we encounter all kinds of stuff after going through the portal in the tower? There's a lot of stuff there that wouldn't fit if it was just a story. You know, like how there's no holy blade mentioned from the start, and how there's a steel tower that's filled with monsters and bubble formations inside of it. Paimon, I think I understand what Traveler's trying to say. So all the things that happened after we ascended the tower are things outside of the realm of the story. Is that right?
More accurately, those parts of the story have not been written.
So the Holy Blade, Narcissus, these were still inside the story. It's just that they weren't arranged correctly yet. Paimon still finds it hard to imagine anyone who could create such a huge building for a story.
I believe the structure already existed. Almost like it was a Narzissenkreuz Institute. It was just used as a setting for the story.
So that means the things I recalled along the way were things that happened here before. And I'm just the character in the story.
You're not merely a character. You are the author. You're literally Alice. The fact that you can think about this means that you can remember it. But if that's the case, who's Anne? Anne is Mary Ann. There is no coincidence here. They are the same person. I'm going to lose my mind.
Anne, I must rescue Princess Lyris. All right. Traveler, Paimon, my dearest Anne, our time is up. I enjoyed our time together, but I'm afraid it's time for you to leave. Why did you have to say it was a fiction if you already knew? Spare a thought for Anne's feelings at least. Huh?
Your vision blurs and you suddenly feel weightless, as the temperature of the once warm air plunges rapidly. I can't read the rest of the dialogue because Genshin refuses to let me read.
What? What happened?
We went through the looking glass.
But... Shh. There's no need to say anything, Anne. I once heard my best friend tell a story about a beautiful princess trapped in a high tower. Before you arrived, I had a dream. I dreamed that I was small, brave Oceanid, and we set out to save the princess. Perhaps there are princesses in the world and dragons too, but I also know that the world's affairs are rarely this simple. Why would a dragon be concerned with a princess, after all? After waking up, I would find this dream laughable, yet nostalgic every time I thought about it. Do you remember now, Anne? No, there has to be some other way. If I can't save Princess Lyris, then what of my birth, my only wish? Do they not have meaning? Don't say that, Anne. Your birth was a beautiful accident. As things stand, I can only wish for you to live on for your own sake. Go see the world and see how it's changed these past years. I wish for you to have your own soul, memories, personalities, wishes. I wish for you to be the master of your own fate, and to experience all the beauty of the real world. Can you do that for me? It was a pleasure to meet you, Traveler, Paimon, and it was my pleasure to meet you too, Anne. But the Anapausis is our tomb. I do not wish for you to linger here. Marianne, why are you saying that? We can find a way to help you out, can't we? I sense that you're good-hearted and powerful indeed. Thank you, Paimon. Traveler? I'm just someone who sometimes enjoys dreaming of lovely adventures and wonderful futures. But I know what happened in the past. I already know that there's no going back. In the real world, everything has already ended. So, this is farewell.
Oh! Oh no! Oh no! We can rescue her! Please! No! No! Go back! Go back! back! I hate how quiet it is. I hate how sad I am. I miss Marianne. I miss Marianne too. We could save her, please. Don't do this to us. Oh, where are we going? What's happening? Oh, I glitched through a wall. That's what happened.
I'm sorry, Night Traveler. Paimon? I already started to feel some of the things were off earlier in the adventure. As you led me off the story's track, I started to understand and recall some things. But I still want to rescue Princess Lyris. That is the reason for why I was born. I want to save her and bring the story to a happy end. I mean, I don't even know who she is. I only know that she's a gentle, lovely princess trapped in the Narcissus invasion. Don't worry, Anne. And at least we had fun while traveling with the adventure team, right? Traveler? Did you know that things would turn out this way?
Yes! I knew it was Alice in the Looking Glass. I knew that Marianne was the writer and that Anne had to be a part of her. I'm losing my mind. No, I thought we could help Anne. Sure, Traveler.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, we can still help Anne,
I guess.
Huh? Paimon didn't understand anything Marianne said because I have no brain cells. Did you, Anne? I did, sort of. I could sense that she was speaking of something terrible that happened in the past. Well, Paimon feels that's unfair. Not just to you, Anne, but to us too. That's why we gotta figure out what happened. At least if we do, we can come up with some sort of plan.
I mean, didn't the Institute explosion happen like 500 years ago? The energy crisis happened 500 years ago at least.
Whether it be saving the princess or figuring out why Marianne said, or whatever, we just want to help you, Anne. Isn't that right, Traveler?
The story isn't over, Anne. We'll find a way.
Okay. Still, if this is all just a story, then there's one thing Paimon doesn't get. What roles we play, Traveler?
I can't be sure, but I think we're most likely an accident. Undefined factor. If you guys didn't play the Melazine class. No, sorry. Book of Esoteric Revelations. Remember in the place that we go to that mirrors the upside down chasm area, there was a prophecy basically saying that the only way the cataclysm could be interrupted or that the prophecy wouldn't come to pass is if there was someone of an outside factor to stop it. In this case, it's going to mirror the same thing. We are the outside factor that's stopping the story from progressing how it should be. And that's why we can bring the story to an end.
Ah! Paimon gets it. So that's why Anne found us and brought us into the story. You might not have thought about it, Anne, but since we've been able to knock this story off course, it means that we've opened all sorts of unknown possibilities. Isn't that right, Traveler?
You can say that.
Thank you, Night Traveler. Thank you, Paimon. That's why we also need your help, Anne. And since we need to continue our adventure, well, can you think of anything that could help us figure out what to do next? Let me think. My memories contain a place known as the Narzissenkreuz Ordo. This place appears to have very deep connections to past events. That's true. Narzissenkreuz Kingdom Adventure Team? Yeah, they're connected, all right. Do you have any idea where this Ordo might be? No. Oh, that's right. We're very experienced adventurers. If you need it found, we'll find it.
That's the same bell. Seymour? Seymour?
Whoa, what is this place? Paimon's dizzy from looking at that whole getting sucked into the book thing. I remember this place. I know it. This is the Narzissenkreuz Ordo. It sure does feel like we've been transported to all sorts of strange places under the weird circumstances after meeting Anne, huh? Sorry, Paimon. Oh, it's fine. Paimon's not blaming you. She just thinks, Fontaine's a really magical place. Still, this is the Narzissenkreuz Ordo. Sounds like the organization the people from the kingdom would set up in a different country. The bell theme is in this theme. It's the Narzissenkreuz Ordo theme. That's where the bell comes from. It's the same melody line. That's the motif. Da, 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 da. That's where the melody line is. Huh. The method of entry was pretty interesting too, huh? It was just like that, pictured in the book in the Anapausis. We read and read, and we just ended up somewhere else. That makes this place something like a secret base, doesn't it? We don't even know where it really is either. Are you feeling more calm now, Anne? Yes, much better. Thank you, Night Traveler. Or should I drop that title? It was all fake after all. Don't say that, Anne! But on the contrary, your story has only just begun. Traveler's right, you know. We still got a whole bunch of adventures waiting up ahead for us. And how shall one proceed if peace of mind without a reliable knight to hand, oh lovely maiden? You're getting tired, Paimon. Come on! Paimon was trying to encourage Anne! You're quite the knight yourself, Paimon. You're positive, and you got a good heart. That makes me happy, truly. Oh, come on! Why are you getting so serious all of a sudden? You're just less powerful than Night Traveler, that's all. Until she stabs us in the back and becomes the unknown god. Everyone's got things they're good at. Traveler's got a good brain, and sword arm, and Paimon's... Paimon? You truly are impressive, Paimon. See? You've cheered Anne up already. Yes, you truly are impressive, Paimon. You too? And here, Paimon thought you tried to tease her or something. You're weird. Yep, both of you. But that aside, didn't you say before that the Narzissenkreuz Ordo has a deep link with the past, Anne? That's why we came here in the first place. Yes, however, my head's still a complete mess. That's true. Paimon knows. We'll put what we've discovered together real quick. When we were exploring the Anapausis... oh boy. Paimon's head's a mess too. Any ideas, Traveler? Let's discuss Anne. Right. Paimon's been thinking about that too. Mary Ann said that your birth was a beautiful accident. What does that mean? I think it might simply be that my birth was a coincidence. Just as she said, I am someone she dreamed of. The form she took in the dream. So she is the same person. I told you, names are not just coincidences in the story. The things we experienced together was also part of the tale in the dream. If it hadn't been for you, that dream might have never ended. Or perhaps it might have ended and I might have disappeared with the happily ever after. I can't be sure. That's true. But that Paimon gets it. It means that Mary Ann is also an Oceanid. Ah! And Anne was created for Mary Ann. That's what I believe as well. And if that's the case, the things I remembered during our journey should have been her memories. Or so I think. Your knowledge and experience cannot exceed that of the main body. But when you meet her, you also became your own entity. Without a main body to restrict and control you. So, become the master of your own fate. Her last words to me. Oh! Okay! Paimon finally used her brain! So that means that Petite Show, Al, and the others are all creations just like you, right? I believe that's the case, yes. In that case, who was Mary Ann really? We know who Mary Ann was, Traveler. Come on. This name is very familiar to me. But I cannot recall why. It's like some part of my body has been frozen. Or asleep. Any other thoughts, Traveler? let's discuss the Narzissenkreuz Ordo. Alright, now that I have a lot of thoughts on the matter, memories and emotions, when those two children brought me here, it was a lovely place. Everything was new and shiny just as it was before. They were vibrant and excited, like the sunlight shining on the water. They told me that this was our new home. They brought many new friends. That everything could be like what they were before. But later, they changed. Some things stopped being the same, and the people here changed too. Though the Narzissenkreuz Institute of old did not have sunlight, it was very warm. Yet this place grew even colder. And then... Anne! Anne looks like she's in pain, Traveler. No need to push yourself. I'm sorry, Night Traveler. As for the rest, each time I try to recall it, I grow very frightened and very sad. This is the best I can do for now. I can sense that many terrible things happened here. I can sense many emotions. Rage, terror, but also hope, trust, and admiration. But all of them make me feel a strange sort of pain. Like there are sorts of shards or impurities embedded in my body. I don't want to. I can't. Alright. Leave that aside first. There's no need to force it. The more you try to force yourself to remember, the less you'll be able to remember. Any other thoughts, Traveler? Let's discuss Princess Lyris. I suspect that she was only ever a character in the story. In the tale, we needed to save her and defeat the Fell Dragon Narcissus. That was my original purpose/wish. All stories must have their origins. Speaking of that, Anne, we heard you mention a place called the Narzissenkreuz Institute before. So, if we go with Traveler's logic, the Narzissenkreuz Kingdom and the adventure team might have stories of origin to the Institute and the Ordo, right? Wow! Paimon can actually think! That is... possible. It feels like we got our hands on some new clues. But then again, not. Actually, I've recalled something else. I've seen terrifying sights. The primordial waters, the amniotic fluid of the world, and its placenta. Devoured to the last. The world fell into utter darkness. Never again would the cool spring water flow. I saw that once. Or perhaps I saw that in the future. Like a prophecy. Wait a second! What are you talking about? The past or the future? I don't know. Sorry. And thank you, Traveler. Paimon? Come on, it's fine! We said we were gonna help you! No, I'm truly happy that the two of you were the first two friends I met since I became... me. For that, you have my thanks. Pleased to have met you too, Anne. Why are the two of you being so formal? Isn't becoming friends something that just, happens? When you call us out to ask for our help, and that was the moment Paimon thought, that's right, you're a friend, we gotta help you. Thank you so much, Paimon. Don't be like that, Anne. If you really want to thank us, then keep your chin up and keep those spirits high. Yes, you're exactly right, Paimon. Besides, I have your help. I shouldn't waste it by standing still. I must recall more and tell you more about it. Not that you have to push yourself too hard to recall the past. It's fine. Just as Marianne dreamed of a past tale, the tale gave birth to me. I will also rest. In dreams, I might be able to recall more things. Perhaps there might be lovely things there. If I do recall some, you'll be the first to know, Night Traveler. Paimon? Got it! Alright then! Good night, Anne! Indeed. Good night. Anne! Huh? Anne, you're awake! Oh. Good morning, Paimon. Night Traveler? Oh, yes. Let's Paimon introduce you. This is Anne, an Oceanid and friend of ours. And this is Seymour! I know. You're the silly dog, Seymour. Huh? I lack the relevant data. I do not believe we had the honor of meeting, Oceanid Anne. I never met you before either, but I was sure of it the moment I saw you. You must be Seymour. What's going on here? This must be... No, I don't know either. It feels strange. Note, regular record space collation can decrease the frequency of such issues effectively. Anyway, let's bring you up to speed. You shed a little light on matters so far. So, Seymour is researching for Marianne. Ah! No wonder that name felt familiar. The person Seymour mentioned and is looking for is also named Marianne! Finally, Paimon put the brain cells together and actually figured out that the name means the same thing! Wow! Good job, Paimon! Note, regular record space collation can decrease the frequency of such issues effectively. Hey! Paimon's had it with you, you silly dog! According to what Seymour said before, they can't be the same Marianne, right? The timing. Please, Paimon. I thought you figured this out. Come on, buddy. Based on your statement, I may deduce that you have met someone named Marianne in the past, or perhaps read or heard about such a person from sources apart from myself. But that was her name, that's for sure. You know, let's do it like this. We can call the Marianne and the Anaposis Marianne 1. The one you're looking for, Seymour, can be Marianne 2, but they're all the same person. They're all Marianne! Negative. The Marianne I'm searching for is of the higher sequential priority. To prevent confusion, she should be Marianne 1 instead. Why don't you look at... Oh, wait, no, that's Anne. Huh? Why don't you look at it this way, Seymour? 2 is bigger than 1. Doesn't that make it pretty good then? Your claim. Sorting data fragments. Oh no, he stopped functioning again. Silly dog. Oh. Paimon didn't think you had any mean bones in you, Anne, but you sure do! I don't know why, but suddenly I felt compelled to do that. Preliminary data fragments sorting complete. For the following 15 reasons, Oceanid Anne, I assess that your perspective is illogical. Firstly, you're a dumb... Alright, that stuff doesn't matter. Come, good doggy, sit. Understood. Why? If you sit, we'll be able to improve photo-taking stability, right? Yes. Do you need to take a photo, Oceanid Anne? I am equipped with the most advanced optics from the Fontaine Institute of Natural Philosophy. I can... Oh, there's no need, but thank you. Understood. Wow! Seymour's getting played left and right over here. Do you want to go to the Anaposis, Seymour? Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, that way you can meet the Marianne and see if she's the one you're looking for or not. What you say makes sense, Paimon. Affirmative. A reasonable suggestion. Well, let's go! Actually, Night Traveler, Paimon, I don't think we'll need to trouble you this time. I can show Seymour the way. Are you sure you'll be fine? Yes, I know Seymour's very reliable. That's right. That's right. Let's meet up here later, shall we? Oh. They're reunited, guys. When will that be me and my sibling? When will that be me? When will Traveler get to see someone that they've been looking for all